What's the nicest way to tell someone to F off? As a freelancer, this phrase can be so cathartic. I'm not sure my skills and your needs are well aligned at this time. Quote, govern yourself accordingly. I'll take that into consideration, thank you. Quote, among the UK middle classes, being slightly over-polite is a good fluff off. For example, it was so lovely to see you again in the right tone does wonders. I was at a festival and this guy came over and started talking to our group about God knows what. He was really enthusiastic about it all. I didn't want to ruin his vibe, so I told him to go spread the word. He was really happy to hear that, and off he went. My friend literally said, that's the nicest way you could have told him to fluff off. Edit, wow guys, thanks for the platinum and gold. This has been heartwarming, everyone go spread the word. In Japan, it is a strict tradition in more rural areas as well as Osaka and Kyoto that if you are expecting company at your home, you will have tea ready for them. Without fail. That said, that same formality factors into telling them to get the fluff out of your house. It is common to hint to someone that they've overstayed their welcome by asking them, would you like some more tea? The implication is that they've stayed long enough to drink all the tea you made for them, so it's time for them to hit the road. But it's a general saying, and can be used if they mentioned how the prime ministerial candidate you support is a total jerk, and you're politely telling them to go jump inside a trash compactor like the garbage they are. Either way, rural Japanese people are metal hidden inside a fluffy pillow. Man, someone told me something that happened to them and even I felt the burn. He was in a meeting and the higher-ups were discussing what to do with the company moving forward. My friend decided to chime in and give all of his thoughts on it. The higher-ups sat there quietly until he was done and then immediately continued on with their conversation. He said he slunk so deep into his chair that he was practically on the floor. I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm going to walk away now. One of my clients, a 5-year-old girl in OT, was trying to play a game that another child in the group session was leading. The other kid was making confusing rules and yelling at her when she got it wrong. She finally said very cool and collected, I don't think this game is worth all the confusion. It was the most eloquent and polite, fluff you and your stupid game, I've ever seen. Start your sentence with all due respect. Single quote. I invite you to leave me alone. Congratulations, due to your performance at this job we have decided to promote you to customer. Your presence is no longer required. Have a Disney day, to the people telling me it's have a magical day, just Google the Disney Day phrase and you'll see I'm not making this up. Obviously it isn't a sanctioned Disney phrase they're going to teach you in training. In the corporate world, as per my last email, or as stated in the handbook, are two phrases that come as across as F off. I'm sorry, but we have chosen to pursue another candidate for this job. Goodbye. I think we're done here. Thank you. I do desire we may be better strangers. For an on-the-phone one, just say, gotta go, my fish is drowning. Click might take them a bit to figure that one out. Kindly remove yourself from my presence. I'm gonna pay you one upvote to fluff off Cakeboy. If I threw you a going-away party, would you? Tell them, I have a hard stop at X time, and when that time comes up you let them know you have to go. My wife, who is normally one of the nicest people, unless you're trying to pick her up or you're really irritating, told a coworker of hers, could you leave the room, please? I need to spend the next 15 minutes not listening to the sound of your voice. Quote. We have nothing further to discuss here, please see yourself out. Quote. Fluff off, please. No, I don't think I will. Quote. I'll pray for you. Quote. Depending on where you live, oh, bless your heart, is devastating. Same with, I'll take your opinion under advisement, or, I'll look into it, if you're dealing with people who consider themselves experts. The best way, though, is probably just honesty. Fluff off. Works every time. Someone else is probably a lot more interested in this. Bless your heart. I'm an attorney. When the opposition makes ridiculous arguments that have no factual or legal significance, and the judge asks if I'd like to respond, I always say the same thing, to that? No thank you, Your Honor. It makes the other attorney so mad every time. Don't call us, we'll call you. I kind of did it on accident yesterday. I pulled up to my house after grocery shopping and as I was gathering bags from my car, somebody walked up trying to sell me discounted steaks. I told him I'm going to pass and he said, no problem, I won't take up any more of your time, to which I replied, I appreciate it. Oops. Felt like a slong. Say you believe the earth is flat, then they will leave by themselves. There is a sentence from a French movie which is, Le train de tes insultes rolls sur le rail de mon indifférence. It could be translated to, the train of your insults rolls on the tracks of my disinterest, and I think that's beautiful. I hope the rest of your day is as pleasant as you are. Quote, I hope your day will be as pleasant as you. Best used right before you walk away in the middle of a conversation. Don't let me detain you. Keep it simple and direct. Someone annoying you at work, I'm really busy right now. Someone pushing too hard for attention, a date, thanks but I'm not interested. Stranger harassing you in public, you need to stop this now or I'm fully prepared to get security, call the police. Then get away from them. Try to get them to buy into this herbal detox company you're part of, where you sell recipes that people can make at home, so you don't need to carry stock yourself, but the real money is in bringing in others below you so you get a kickback from them. There's a small buy-in amount, but it's totally not a pyramid scheme. Insist on cash, promise paperwork later, no proof of anything. They either leave because they know it's crap, or you make money. The best view is your back when you walk out that door. Watch Congress on C-SPAN for a bit, they are awesome at it. They have a whole set of language for that and everyone knows. My esteemed colleague on the other side of the aisle usually means something like that, fluffing butt, Steve. I am choosing to end this conversation. Say, I don't know half of you half as well as I should like and I like less than half of you half as well as you deserve. Then just leave while they're trying to figure out what you mean. I understand where you are coming from, but if you will excuse me. I would like to be left alone, thank you. Quote, I will say good day sir, I said good day. Walks off briskly. Awfully bold of you to be within cumshot distance. Quote, it was good talking to you. I have a boyfriend. I'm probably late to this, but in French they have this expression, vas voir ailleurs si j'y suis, which directly translates to, go elsewhere and see if I'm there. I don't know why, but I just find that hilarious. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries. Off is a direction in which you should fluff. If I wanted to see you before insert time here I'd seek you out myself. Take a long walk off a short pier. In the South, bless your little heart means go fluff yourself. Message them this, then don't respond. Mom's calling you. Stop acting like Alina T, and remove yourself from my vicinity. As per my previous email. Quote, can you please not exist in front of me? I don't hate you, but if I had water and you were on fire, I would drink it. Thank you for your opinion. Could you please consume oxygen elsewhere, we're running out of it here. Look, I don't have enough crayons to explain this to you. Would you be so kind as to fluff off? Oh, bless your little heart, followed by, well, aren't you sweet? Please note that these phrases must be said in a sweet, yet firm tone, preferably in a southern accent for maximum effect. So I maybe should have added context, but I figured keeping it vague would make it more fun for everyone. The question came from the fact that one of my roommates, despite being an objectively pleasant roommate, pays his bills, relatively clean, yada yada, is one of the most annoying people I've ever met. He feels the need to talk anytime me or our other roommate is in the room. I've dropped hints, been short. Pretty much spelled it out for him that I'd prefer to not start a potentially 20-minute conversation when I'm just smoking a quick cig on the porch. But nothing phases this guy. I know I need to rip the band-aid off before I snap on him some night when I've had a bad day or something, but the fact that we live together and our leases are monthly, I really want to make sure I can articulate my point without coming off as an but. Yep, HMHM, lol, cool. I worked at an auto shop. We had the most girls at our location. So basically we would deal with a lot of sexual harassment and sexism. Men would often say things like, I don't want a woman working on my car. Anytime someone was garbage to us because of our gender, my boss would just say, no problem. He'd get in their car, pull it out, and tell them they're not welcome back. Please, close the door. No, no, from the other side. Thanks. Bite your thumb at them. Hey man, I've got this sudden migraine coming on, so you're gonna need to skedaddle. I'm not disappointed in my 18-year-old, but I sure wish I knew how to activate him. He graduated in May, has no desire to go to college and no real aspirations at all. He's pretty much been in his room on his phone since. He's struggled for many years with anxiety, which we're treating, and I know a lot of things are difficult for him, but man, I wish I knew how to get him excited about something, anything, whether it's a job or a hobby or a plan or whatever.